What a comparison. This is Michal Krizo and Rafael Brandao, perhaps the future of the IFBB. A fan request, of course, from you guys. You people. You know who you are. Bodybuilding fans. This matchup is so very important to me and to you, and I'm sure to Michal Krizo and Rafael, for all intents and purposes, because these guys will more than likely be doing battle on the same Olympia stage. Both of them have placed just outside of Samson Dauda, in both cases at the Prague Pro here for Krizo, and at the Arnold Classics Come On Get to the Choppa for Rafael. He placed right beside Samson Dauda. So in both cases, they are going to have to qualify for the Olympia at some point in time. So it's going to be exciting when they do, when and if they do. If, that's right, guys, if. Hungry lineups this year. They're going to be doing battle on the Olympia stage. They placed, 12th and 10th in 2022. I like these pictures they dropped from the Arnold Classic. They're good, but I think these ones are even better. These are Rep 1 for Instagram. I took some screenshots from them, so follow them on Instagram. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Michal Krizo is a lot bigger. He's a lot more muscular, but his waistline is also larger. And nobody's more aesthetically pleasing than this Rafael Brandao. He's a Brazilian bombshell. So I assume it is Rafael, like Royce Gracie. It's not Royce Gracie, so it makes sense. Here's the next shot, front lat spread. And much like the front double, it appears that Michal Krizo is just a bigger unit altogether. Wheels even appear to be larger. But Rafael, he has that midsection again. You have to look at that. And you have to remember, Michal Krizo was beating a guy with shape and aesthetics at this Prague. He was beating Neckzilla, though maybe the wider waist and more muscular. But, well, the legs anyway. But this is the opposite situation. Are the judges going to give this one to Rafael based on that? He sure does look good, doesn't he? Michal Krizo does too. He looks good as well. So, coming into the first two, I'd almost have to say a tie game, considering personally I would give this one to Brandao, and personally I'd give that front double. No ifs, ands, or buts to Michal Krizo. Now, I mentioned earlier the other shots they did drop, and you can see they are nice, clear pictures. So I'm glad they did drop those ones, but I just find the other ones are more flattering for Rafael. I think the angle of the screenshots that we're taking are better. But having said that, let's not waste any more time. Turning to the side, looking at the side shots. And here is where you guys call me a Krizo hater. I love Krizo. I drew a picture of him and everything. Conehead Krizo, you guys called it. But anyway, yes. I'm not a hater. I call it like it is. You know, from the side, he needs a little more condition in the wheels. Upper body, he's awesome. So is Rafael. I mean, look at this guy. He is one solid package. A package of dynamite. And him, too, has been criticized. Not that thin skin, fish scaliness, glaciers from the side here. But to me, it's obvious that, yes, he is in better condition visually. You know, I'm sure all the shots are going to have us think otherwise, you know, if you add them all up. But judging by this one here, I prefer Rafael. Side tricep. I mean, I am surprised, to be honest with you, Dan, that Brandao is able to more than hold his own against this hoss. I'm not saying he's beating him, but when I was expecting Brandao to lose, and I mean lose royally in these side shots, it's just not the case. Look at the midsection. Everything looks fantastic. Fans smashing at that. Nice improvement, I have noticed, for Michal Krizo. I mean, he's got some hanging hamstrings, things of that nature, and he he's improving on the aspects that he needs to. And the back development is a criticism that both of these guys have taken in the past from other YouTubers, not just Mark's Max Muscle, but other YouTubers as well. You can see the size of the back itself. I would say Brandao has an edge, the overall shape, but it's not overwhelming. It's not like he's taking Krizo to school in that aspect. He's winning. Now, when you look at the lower half, I'm going with Krizo. I'm going with Krizo. He has underrated condition from behind. Neither of these two dudes have that separation, your Chris Cormier type separation in the hamstrings. What about me, Lee Priest? Him too. Kai Green-esque. They're just more like a big Ramy. He's just solid. Doesn't have the separation. But the striations in the glutes would have me believe that Krizo might win this shot. But like I said, Brandao winning in the back. Back double by. All the way, Louie. All the way. I don't know. I think Krizo's flatlining. With all due respect. Love this Brazilian. Love this physique of Rafael Brandao. But the rear double by is just a stronger shot for Krizo than it is the rear lat. And Brandao, I think he's equal. The rear lat and the rear double. But it was close in the rear lat. So this one here, I'm going to go with Krizo. Might even go with Krizo for both shots, but it'd be more of a conditioning thing. And I never mentioned it really, but Krizo's got some of the finest calves you're going to see. And Brandao, maybe not quite so much. Here's the abs and thigh. Only one more shot after this one. I'm sure you've made your decision on this one already. Or have you? Seems like one way or another, I'm leaning towards one guy or the other. And this one would be Rafael. Or Rafael, whatever you prefer, guys. His midsection is just too gosh darn narrow. It's not like he has a flat stomach or what's his name? Krizo. It's not like Krizo, let my people pose. Not like he has a bubble triple trouble. It's from the front. It's the width, like Arnold Schwarzenegger had a wide waist. Compared to Rafael, Krizo does too. Here's the most muscular to finish this one off. And I know, but Mark's Max Muscle, you really dropped the ball on this one. Krizo is 6'7", and Brandao is 5'2". Yes. I missized it. Listen, Krizo's bending at the knees a little bit, and Brandao has a poof-a-doof on the top of his head, his haircut. Gives him at least an inch. Holds his leg straighter too. He is holding his own in certain aspects about this most muscular, but let's face it, lads and lattices, Michal Krizo he's a big old Buckingham Palace. For sure he's Buckingham Palace. Big old buck. Anyway, yeah, Krizo, in my opinion, squeaks out a victory in this one. But you know what? Very close, judging by pictures. And when it's that close, obviously it's different. Live. I mean, when it's a blowout, yes, you can tell almost 100% by pictures. But this would have me believe that Krizo would just narrowly edge this Rafael Brandao out in a matchup. So let's hope they both qualify for the Olympia. I think the Arnold Classic Brazil, Arnold Classic South America, what have you, coming up. So Krizo has to qualify, and I'm sure Brandao will qualify at that Arnold Classic. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. I'm so glad you guys got that original video up to 500 likes because I really wanted to see this one. Really wanted to do this one. And what a matchup for the future to look forward to. Have a nice one.
Al, what are you doing? How about subscribing to my channel, please? And if you're bored, if you're in the mood, you can check out my latest video. It is a good one. And there's a whole bunch of videos in this playlist all stacked together. So, you can watch every pose. Another one over here too. 1, 2, 3, diddly dee.